So you all know, if you've watched my channel for some time, one of my biggest challenges that I have with toy haulers is the fact that even though you have a big garage to haul a lot and you have a lot of sleeping space in that garage when you're not hauling a lot, the biggest challenge of a toy hauler is you generally sacrifice your living room space. You have some very, very awkward living room situations to where you're either forced to look at a TV above the kitchen or you're constantly looking at an angle. I think Keystone, with their new 423 model toy hauler, has really nailed it, and I want you to take a look at this. I'll be right back. So something that's pretty traditional with most large toy haulers is the fact that you have a ramp that folds down into a rear patio. On this specific one, the 423 from Raptor, it's going to give you a 13-foot garage plus your traditional patio space with a nice little surround area if you have little kiddos out on the back and you don't want them falling off, as well as your traditional toy hauler interior in terms of having your lower seats that fold up, as well as a top bed area that comes down mechanically on some tracks. Now the bottom area also turns into a bed. So once you have the entire back set up in sleeping mode, you can usually sleep up to about 6 people if you configure it right, because those beds are pretty dang large when everything's said and done. And as you can see, you have your TV up top and your washer and dryer connections down below, which give you a lot of convenience, especially if you're coming in from taking out your four-wheeler, your toy, or whatever you have with you. Now the garage isn't what makes this toy hauler so special over others. It's the living room and the kitchen. This is one of the very few toy haulers that I've seen that has more of that rear living room type floor plan for the living room area. And along with that, you also get a very functional kitchen. Very non-traditional to large toy haulers. Typically, again, you sacrifice your kitchen and your living room so you can have a large garage. They've put really nice cabinetry, very nice countertops, and they've gone to this lighter, airier tone in terms of the colors of the countertops and the actual cabinets. The floor even has more of that barnwood rustic style floor. It definitely has a more open and airy and family comfortable oriented feel to it, which I really like. And this Raptor hasn't lost any of the cool appeal that a lot of kids love, such as that loft that's above the front portion of the garage, where you can put 1 or 2 kids up there. And I think kids really love having that kind of out of the way, high up spot that they can hang out. Just don't fall off the tall ladder. So moving on to the living room, one thing that's really nice and a lot of people have asked for is having the sofa actually facing the TV instead of the love seats. So they put a sofa here, but it's also a reclining sofa, and the love seats also recline, and it gives you that really nice L-shaped living room floor plan that's so popular with the rear living room fifth wheels. But they put it right in the middle of a toy hauler, which is really nice, and I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that because it's been asked for so long. There have been a few models out there that have a really weird kind of a chair area right on the side, right when you go into the fifth wheel, but this one actually gives you both the big sofa and the love seat people are looking for, plus the reclining sofa. And I think you can even tell by now that Keystone has put a lot of emphasis on making the interior a little bit more lighter and airy while still maintaining some of the darker leather tones that people are looking for by integrating some of the lighting, as well as that barnwood plank style flooring, the barn doors, some of the things that you just kind of expect in this more modern contemporary era where people are trying to mix that rustic look with a contemporary look. So yeah, out of all the different types of floor plans that are out there for toy haulers, this has to be just about my favorite, especially when you consider how they've done the living room and the kitchen and really fit it well into the center of a fifth wheel, which is kind of rare, and there's only a few that have accomplished that, and I think Keystone with this new Raptor have definitely nailed it. Now the bathroom area as well as the main bedroom are very traditional to toy haulers. There's nothing extraordinarily special about the bathroom. There's plenty of room in it, and you get 2 entrances. You get the main entrance from the hallway, and then you have a master bedroom entrance. It's got a good sized sink, a lot of counter room around the sink, so you're not going to have any problems there, plus a ton of leg room in front of the toilet, which a lot of people are going to really like. The shower is a good sized shower with a built-in bench, and it is a one-piece shower assembly, so it doesn't have the lower cost 2-piece assembly. And of course, there's plenty of cabinets for toiletries and other essentials. And I'm a little on the fence with some of the new technology that you're starting to see integrated into RVs, such as the ASA in-command system, where everything is essentially controlled through this centralized touch screen. I kind of like the ability to fix things if they break, and something to me tells me if a system like this goes out, you'd have to take it to a dealership. Moving on to the master bedroom, one of the things that's nice is the fact that you can still opt between a queen size bed and a king size bed. Some people just don't like the space that a king size bed takes up on the sides, and they opt for a queen size bed is working just fine for them. This specific setup gives you both options. Even though the queen size bed is standard, you do have the king size option. And because it is a wide body fifth wheel, you're still going to have some room on both sides, even though it's going to be pretty tight on the right side. And something new for 2020, along with the lighter tones in the interior, you're going to get what's called a shiplap headboard in the master bedroom, which is this really cool kind of horizontally placed board system that they use as a headboard. It looks really nice and contemporary, and it goes along with the cabin as well. And the master bedroom still has a slide, but it's a wardrobe slide, so instead of the bed actually coming out off the slide, your wardrobe and closet comes off of the slide, and you're going to still get a lot of cabinetry, a full height closet so you can hang clothes, as well as drawers beneath some of the cabinets. Now the bedroom's going to get a relatively small 24-inch TV that's at the foot of the bed up really high, simply because that's as wide as you could go, given the fact that it's sandwiched between the entrance to the bathroom and the entrance to the main RV. So let's go over a few numbers of this 423 toy hauler. First of all, it's going to have a shipped weight or dry weight of 15,419 pounds. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 3,581 pounds and a hitch weight of 3,390 pounds. It's going to be 44 feet long and 13 feet 6 inches tall, and it's going to have a 13-foot garage. It does ride on 235/80 G Series 16-inch wheels and tires, so you have a good load capacity there, and it's going to have 3 7,000-pound axles. So the total gross axle weight rating is actually higher than the gross trailer weight rating, which is a positive. Now this trailer is absolutely the type of trailer you would need a dually to tow. So whether it's a Ram 3500, a GM 3500 HD, or a Ford F350, F450, that's really what you want for something like this. This is definitely a very long, tall, and relatively heavy fifth wheel, and even though it's not the heaviest, it makes up for that just because of the height and the length. So you're definitely going to want to be very selective on the type of truck you use to tow this, and in my opinion, only a dually would do. Now you can equip this toy hauler with a 5,500 watt own-in as well as 3 AC units, so you can definitely prep this thing for just about any condition you might be in. It's got huge tanks, a lot of storage capability, and a lot of functionality, especially whether you're going to be on or off grid, considering you can carry your own fuel. And you can option in a 265 watt solar panel with a 2000 watt inverter, as well as optional frameless dual pane windows if you're going to be in a very hot climate. So this is a pretty cool setup, one you might want to consider. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.